Yeah, very good. Yeah, yeah.
Pivot table I have practiced. This is my data sets. I have practiced. I will show, sir. I will show. Do and show.
Yeah, yeah. So you are saying the left, right? Left, or you are not able to.
Yes.
Please let me.
That unwanted that formula even I have forgotten. So I was practiced, but that also that did not get.
Show me where you are missing. Okay, left. Okay.
I need to change this female into male.
Mhm.
To
Okay, then so see what you are trying to achieve. You are finding the line of C2, correct?
yes, sir.
Line of C2 means it will give the total number of the characters in the C2, right?
Yes, sir.
And then you are doing -2. So what you are trying to remove?
Sir, I need to remove that. From female, I need to remove that FE alone.
You want to remove what?
In female, I need to remove that FE alone to make male.
Okay.
Then what I need to do?
Okay, so you can do you remove everything. Now right left in the second below column right left C2
Okay, sir.
comma. Okay. Now what you are trying to achieve, you are saying that so you can't use it here. You want to use only uh, a female, right? You
Yes,
want
sir.
to use FEMALE. Okay. So now right from female you want to use only MALE. Okay, FE should
Yes,
be removed, right?
yes.
Correct. So don't write it like that. Right, write it like right. Use right version. In right. Remove
Uh,
left. Right.
right. From
Yeah,
I need to change here. Sir.
yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Am I?
C2.
Yes, sir.
Now count the number of words. One, two, three, four. Right. C2 comma 4.
Okay.
C2 comma 4.
So,
Enter. Okay,
okay.
fine. And
Okay. Yes, sir. Right. C2 comma. When I was doing left, the same it shows. So just to say, same I was.
okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Fine.
Now stop sharing screen and we
Oh,
start today's session. Yeah. So Python for data analysis. Okay. How you can use the Python for data analysis, right? So first of all, you need to import these two libraries, NumPy and Pandas, right? So NumPy is basically or also known as a numerical or number Python. Okay. So if any kind of activity, if you want to do like plus minus, addition, subtraction, average, mean, median, mode, you can use NumPy for it, right? So you need to import this library, and if you want to read any foreign file in the data frame, then you can use this library, right? Import pandas as PD, right? So you just need to run it using it, right? Now,
yes, sir.
whenever you want to mirror your foreign file into your local Python environment, you need to give it a certain name. Okay. So, standard format mostly people use a data frame or DF. Okay. So you can also use data or you can do any other name. Okay. But I'm proceeding with the standard format. So I am giving it as a DF name. DF name means data frame. Okay, and equal to PD. Now what is PD? PD is nothing but the short form from the pandas. Okay. Now I am using my PD library. Okay. Okay. PD dot read dot CSV. Okay. I'm using from PD library. I'm using read underscore CSV functions and giving the path. Correct. Okay, so whatever path is your file which you want to import in the Python environment, you need to give that particular path. Okay, and always remember in our this thing in our local Windows file, it is always stored in the form of front slash. Okay, let me show you what I mean. It is shown like this. It is stored like this, right? So you need to change it from the front slash to backslash because Python identifies a front slash in form of the division. Okay. So if you write it, it will give an error. Understood? So you have to change it from the front slash to backslash and do the remaining calculation accordingly. Now it is showing me. Okay. What is the error? This is the error. Okay. Now df.info. Now what is df.info? df.info means I want to collect the information regarding the my data. Okay, so what is the total number of columns? What are the total number of data points, right? And what are the data types, right? Just if you remember in the first lecture, I have told you different kind of data types. You remember?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No. What are the different kind of data types?
Sir, no. Numerical, nominal category.
Right. So here also there are three types of data types only. One is the objects. Object means categorical, right? And then it is an integer. Integer means it can be a categorical or numerical. Okay. And there is a one more float. Float data types is if the object, if the number is in a decimal format. So it will named as a float, right? So this is how the data type is observed in the Python. It is recognized by the Python, right? So if you can
Sir, so
show
basically, object is categorical, right, sir?
correct. Object is categorical, then others, numerical and nominal, are in the form of the integer or the float, right?
Okay,
Always
sir.
remember in the for data sets or in the Python data sets, right?
Okay, sir.
Now, one more thing, if you see here, the numbering is starting from 0 and ending to 12, right? So, in the Python, the counting starts from 0. Okay, always remember counting starts from 0 rather than 1. So, your 0 becomes 1 and 1 becomes 2. Okay, always remember your numbering starts from 0, correct? Not
Okay,
from
sir.
1. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on in Python, right?
Yes, sir.
If you can see here, 0. Can you see it is counting starting 0, 1, 2, 3, and till 9. So it is 10 records, but it is showing me 9 because counting has started from 0. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So if you use df.info, it will show you total number of data points and what's the different kind of columns available in it, right? Columns, name, and the column, what is the total number of the data points. If there is any null, it will show you as a null values. It is a non-null value, right? And the other is a data type. And then I'm using df.head. Okay, so if I want to check what, suppose I have a report whether my data is properly imported or not. Okay, so I need to check in every column the corresponding values are there or not. Okay, so in the gender column there should be a male female, right? In the gender column there should not be France or Spain. Okay, for checking the correctness of the data I am using df.head. Okay, so df.head by default will give you first 5 rows of your data, right? First 5 rows. Okay, if you write 10 here it will give you 10. If you write 15 here it will give the first 15 rows of your data, right?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Understood? Okay.
Yes.
Now next comes the null values. Okay. So I want to check if there is any null values in my data points or not. Okay. So how I can check that? So for that reason, I am using def dot is null sum, right? So I have a no null values, right? So is null means if there is any null values in any column, and give me the sum of those values. Okay. So total sum values. It will count every row and it will give a total sum values in every column, right? So customer ID is equal to 0 and then so on, right? Please ignore this start column. It is automatically generated because I have done some calculation in it, right?
Sir, null value means it will mention as empty space or
Null
zero.
values means blank value. Yeah, null
Oh,
values means
okay.
blank value. Okay, if zero is not a null value. Zero
Okay.
will be read as a some values. Okay, null value means it is totally blank. Nothing is there. Okay, or it is NA value. NA. Okay,
Okay.
not available. Right. Now next is that if you want to group your data with some numbers. So if you want to check what is the total number of the gender, right? So you can count what is the total number of a male and female. Okay. So suppose if you want to check what is the total number of the country. Okay. Country count, right? So you can just check and run it. France, Germany, Spain. Okay. So now there are two France because one France is a misspelled, right? If you can see it, it is written with the hyphen. Okay. But actually this France should get merged into this, right? And you can have a only one France. So actual value should be 5014. Okay. So Germany 2509 and 2477. So this is how you can use a df dot group by. So you can, if you want to find any count or something like that, you can run it okay accordingly. Right. Now one of the most important function in NumPy is the df dot describe. Okay. So it will give you the overall description for every column. What is the minimum value? What is the maximum value? Okay. And you can
Sir,
run
basically
it.
that group by is like the SQL group by.
Yeah, somewhat like that only. Yeah. So, but in a SQL, you can have a multiple, what you can say, columns also, right? But here I have shown you only one column, right? So
Mm.
here also you can take a multiple group, right? But for timing, I want to just show you the count, right? It is very similar to Excel group. Correct. You are right.
Oh,
Right.
okay, sir. Yeah, okay, sir.
Now, df dot describe. df dot describe will give you the overall description about your data, right? What is the minimum value? What is the maximum value? What is the mean value? What is the 25%? 25% means what is the first quartile? 50% what is the second quartile? And 75 is what is the third quartile? And 100% is your fourth quartile. Okay. So your quartile is basically your whole data divided into the four equal parts, and every quartile is consist of the 25% of the total part, right? It is showing you that value. On standard deviation, I have told you that which is away from how much your data is away from the mean. Okay, that is known as the standard deviation, right? So mean value for the age, gender, tenure, product number, credit card, active member. So see, for this thing, credit score, age, tenure, product number. Okay, mean value will make sense, right? But for others, because the person is whether is using credit card or not, it is categorical, right? 0 and 1. If you can see here, maximum number is 0 and minimum is 1, right? So it is a categorical. Churn is also 0 is maximum. And so it is here we can't take maximum and minimum, right? So maximum and minimum on mean 25%, 50%, 75% quartile is applicable only for the numerical data. Okay. And for the nominal data, we will check only the total number of the count and we will ignore rest of it, right? So this is all
Sir,
about the data
what
description.
what is known as standard deviation, sir?
Standard deviation means whenever you are putting your data, okay, when suppose your mean is 650, right?
Mm. Okay, sir.
650. What is your mean is here? 650, sub 650, right?
Yes,
And
sir.
your standard deviation is how much? 96, right?
Mm.
Right? So it means that your data is spread till 650 plus 96 equal to how much? 746. Okay. in one way and 650 minus 96 on opposite way. Okay, so your data is from 746 to 50 minus 554, correct? So this is the spreadness of your data. So your minimum and maximum will lie between 554 to 6746, right?
Okay.
So this
Okay,
is
sir.
known as the
Basically, it is
your
like a
standard.
graph. Left
Yeah,
side
yeah.
graph
It is
will be
basically a normal
increasing to
distribution.
756. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It is like a normal distribution graph. So
Yeah.
it gives you the standard deviation, how your data is spread away from your mean. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So
Okay.
this is known as a standard deviation. Let me show you if you want to not able to give me 1 minute. Okay, standard deviation. See the same thing which I have told you. Standard deviation is a measure of how the numbers in the data is spread, right? Data around the
Mhm.
mean. Or low standard variation indicates that data points tend to be close to the mean, while the high standard deviations against data points are straight out over from the mean, right? So more the data, I want to show you image. See, this is a standard deviation, right? So this is your
Mhm.
mean, right? And your standard deviation is how far your data points are spread. Okay. So if you go more away, means your data standard deviation keep on increasing. Okay. If a standard deviation is less, then most of your data points are say in near mean only. Okay. So there is a no outlier in your data. Your data is very much a compact, right? They are
Yes.
situated around the mean. Okay. If they are away from the mean, it means the data is having an outlier and having the big numbers. Correct. So this is
Yes,
all
sir.
about the standard deviation.
So
Okay,
basically, we
understood?
are finding that standard deviation distance of the graph by using some kind of formulas.
You are not finding the graph. You are finding the how your data is spreading. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Basically, you are checking whether your data is how far your data is spreading. Okay. If a data is spreading in the sense, suppose your data is situated in the, and around the mean, it is good data. Correct.
Yes, sir.
But
Yes.
if your data is spreading very far from mean, it means that your data is having the big values and outliers. You know what is
Outliers.
outlier, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
some numbers which is having the very big numbers from the population. For example, I want to give an example. Suppose there is 100 students. 1 second, there is an Excel sheet. And suppose there is 10 students, right? And their height is like 5.7, 5.8, 5.4, 5.4, 5.2. Okay. Now suddenly one student comes, his height is a 6.5. Then comes the student 6.2. Correct. Now we have how many students? Total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? 8 students. Right. Out of this, no, 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 students. Right. Now out of these 7 students, 5 are having the almost in the same range. It is ranging from 5.2 to 5.7, right? But these two are the outliers. They are having the big numbers, right? So
Yes.
if you take the mean, you will find out that these are the situated in and around the data, but this is away from the mean, right? They are pulling the mean away. Okay, they are contributing a lot, right? Now let me suppose what would be the mean of these values. Okay, I will find the mean. Okay, 1 second. First of all, I need to 5.4 it is. Right? What is your mean?
Sorry, sir.
What is your mean? What is your mean?
Mean, sir.
Uh,
5, 5, 7,
huh?
5.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
right? Now when you plot this, so these values, these five values will be around the mean, right? 5.7, this will be around the mean, but this will be away from the mean, right? These two values, correct? So standard deviation will be very large for them,
Yes,
correct?
sir. So
So
if we
this is
add that outliers also, in the sense we will get wrong standard deviation or else very big deviation. So that's why we need to
correct,
remove that
correct.
outlier.
It is up to you if you want to remove or if you want to do some other mathematical equation. It is up to your decision, right? It is not
Oh,
only you always remove the outliers, because if it is important, it is giving you some important information. You don't remove them, correct?
sir, but if we don't
So
remove, in the sense we won't get accurate or good output, right, sir?
it is not like that. I told you, no. It is sometimes it is depends upon you. Suppose the
Oh,
data is a very informative, and so it is not like that. Okay, so if it is
oh,
like what your standard deviation will increase. That's it. Nothing.
oh,
Okay.
okay, sir.
Yeah, if the outlier is in the very large number, correct? So if you remove all the outliers, then your data will your data will shrink, correct? Suppose we
Yes,
have
sir.
a 1,000 data points and we have a almost 10% of them are very having a large numbers, right? So if you
Mm,
remove the 10% of our data, your data will be get impacted, right? So you
yes,
can
sir.
use the transformers and other methods. Okay, so it is very different thing. So don't worry about it. Right. Now,
Yes,
you people have already told that you know what is a list, right? What is a list? Anybody can tell me?
sir. What is your, sir,
What is the list function? What is a list in Python?
list function? Oh, yes, sir. List is like same as array, sir. We can
Okay.
store like different kind of sets, data types in list, but it
Mm-hmm.
will be start from zero. It is easy to retrieve and easy to do operations with list, sir. It is basically mutable.
Correct. What is a tuple?
uh, Tuple is same as this, sir, but tuple is immutable.
So what
We
do you
will
mean by
denote.
immutable and mutable?
Sorry, sir.
What is a mean? What do you mean by mutable and immutable?
So mutable in the sense we can able to modify or delete, or we can do any kind of CRUD operations in it. Immutable in the sense it will be standard. We can't able to edit or do anything in that.
Correct. Correct. Okay. So
Yes.
here I have created one list. Okay. So in the list, one of the biggest advantage with the list is what? You can have a mix of the numbers. It is not like that you can have only one categorical data or only have a numerical data. You can have both. Okay. And always remember list starts with the square bracket, right? Okay. Always start with the square bracket. So that is
Yes.
your list function. Right? Now you can run it. Now suppose what is a mutable means, okay. Suppose I want to change my first number, my first this with the blueberry, okay. I want to change apple with the blueberry, okay. So what I will do, from the fruit list I will give the number 0. 0 means what? My first number, okay. I have told you in the beginning in the Python we count from 0, okay, not from 1, right? So fruit 0 equal to blueberry, okay. And then
Mm.
fruits, if you run it, then you will see this, your apple has been replaced, correct? Now suppose if you write 1, right? And what will happen? Orange will get replaced, right? Now see, orange get replaced, correct? Understood? So it is up to you how you want. So this is known as a mutable. You can add, you can subtract. Okay. So that is known as a mutable. But in the tuple, it is not possible. Okay. So suppose if you want to make anything constant and which is not used by any other team or something like that, then you can use the tuple. Okay. So but if you want to do anything calculation purpose and if you want to work with any kind of a data or something like that, then you always use the list function, right?
Yes, sir.
And tuple to make the things a very protective way. Okay, understood. Now next comes the sets. What is the sets? Sets is basically if you want to something which is very constant as well as very much a VIP in the nature. Okay, set in the sense you can't add. It is not only mutable, yeah, what we can say immutable, but also it is very unique. Okay, there should not be any kind of a duplicate. Okay, that is known as a sets. Okay, here in the tuple you can have a duplicate values also, but here you can't have a duplicate value. It is very standard, and you can't immute. These are the also immutable, right? So that's the reason it is known as a sets. Okay, so it is always start with the curly bracket, right? And it start with the normal bracket or the
Yes.
circle bracket, whatever you want to say, right?
Yes, sir.
And last comes the
Mhm.
dictionary.
Yes, sir.
You have used dictionary function anywhere. So
Yes,
dictionary
sir.
function, what happens? You have a two values. One is a key and other is a value. So every key there will be a value. Every key there will be a value. Okay. They will be in the pair. Okay. So that is known as a dictionary. Okay. So how dictionary works? Even if you go to the normal dictionary, for every word there will be corresponding meaning. Correct. So same way
Mhm.
here also, whenever you are working with the dictionary, you have a it will always appear in the what pairs. Okay, and it is also mutable. Okay, dictionaries are also mutable. If you want to replace any word, suppose I want to replace name Farhad with the new name Susmita, then you can use that also, right? So dictionary is always having the key value, okay, pair value, okay, key and value. So for every key there will be some value and so on, and you can always, it is also mutable. Okay, just like through this one, what just like list function, right? So this is it. You can just run it, check, and social, right? So far it is clear.
Yes, sir. It is clear.
Okay. So now it is very much since you people have some hands-on, so it is very easy to understand you. But people who are from the non-tech, they got stuck in this kind of a concept, right? But you people are already know that it is so that you people able to easily understand the things. Okay. Now
Yes.
coming back to wait 1 second. So you people have got the what is standard deviation, right? Suppose someone asks you what is a standard deviation, you are able to explain, right? Any
Yes, sir.
doubt in that?
No,
Okay,
sir.
so please always remember standard deviation is a very important concept, right? So you should know what is
It is the important portion of the data which we will.
very good. Yeah, yeah. So it gives you the idea about your data, how you far your data, how the data is distributed, right?
Yes,
Okay.
sir. It is the area
So
is mainly
uh,
data distributed.
very, yeah, correct, correct. Yeah. So in Python, I have covered this much. Okay. So what we have covered today, we have covered the data structures, list, tuples, sets, and dictionaries. We have using the libraries NumPy and Pandas. We have done the define the functions and find out the how to define the find handling and all these things, right? And so, we will now show more complex things using the Python, how to do data cleaning, how to do data visualization, okay, and how to do the data manipulation, right? So far we have covered these three topics, right? And now we are going with the data manipulation. You people know what is the data manipulation with the data? What do you mean by data manipulation? You tell me. Think about it and then answer me. What is the data manipulation?
You please repeat the question.
What? Data manipulation is basically suppose you have a missing values or you don't have you have outliers and all these things. So how you are going to handle them, right? So data manipulation means suppose you have a missing values. So how you are going to handle those missing data, right? How you can use the missing values
Like
with how to
performing CRUD operations in data.
what operations?
Performing some kind of CRUD operations in data, like
Current
changing the data,
current operation means
create, read, edit, delete, update.
yeah. So basically Uh, yeah, that is correct. Yeah. So data manipulation in the sense it is like uh, missing values analysis, correct? Exploring the data and finding the which data is not required, deleting the some information which is not required, right? Finding the outliers. So all this comes under the data manipulation, right?
Okay. Basically, data pre-processing steps. Am I right, sir?
Yeah, correct, correct. Data pre-processing. It is part of a data pre-processing only. Okay.
Yes,
Any
sir.
doubts so
Understand.
far? Okay. Okay, let's start with
No
the
doubts.
other. Okay, fine. Okay. Now I want to give an idea first in Excel, then I will show. Now if you can see here, I have a blank value, right? Dash dash dash. Arrow. Now control H. Control H. Yeah, I want to replace it by blank, right? Now this is known as a missing values, right? In here, I have in the balance column, I have total how many records? If you can see, there is a total how many records? First of all, let me check. Six three eight three, right? So out of 10,000 records, 6383, almost 64% records are available and 36% records are missing in balance column, right? So I can't delete it. Okay, I can't delete it because they are missing because other information is available with it, right? Other information is
Sir,
available. Can you
could
see?
you please repeat that? How you just found out that missing values? Can you please repeat that step?
Which step?
You have, yeah, this step. You have found how many values are missing, right, sir?
So missing values is basically what? So see, there is a dash, right? So dash means that those values are not there, right? So if I put the dash, so it is mean
Yeah.
in Excel will understand it as a missing values, but Python will not understand it. Okay, Python will understand
Oh,
the missing values only if it is totally blank or it is NA. Okay, it is written as a NA, correct?
yes, sir.
Now here I have a blank, correct? So I just find it and control replace, okay, with the blank value. Now I have a 64% known values and 36% unknown values, right? 64, 36, correct? So 64% are the known and 36% is a missing. So this is a very huge number, right? So I can't just delete this 36% just because this column is missing for it, right? So what I can do, I can do missing value analysis. So what I can do, I will find the average of this column. Why I'm finding average? Because it is numerical data, right? So I just find the average and enter. So this is my average number, correct? 11. What is 11,000? It is 1 lakh. 1,19,827, right? This is my mean value, correct? Or average value, whatever you want to say, right? Now what I will do, I will just control H. One second, control Z, control H and replace my blank values with these missing values, right? 9, 8. 119.827.5, right? Replace
Yes, sir.
all.
Basically, this
Okay.
method is called capping method, right, sir?
So it is up to you how you want to say, but in the data science or data analytics, it is known as a missing value analysis, right? So whenever you want to replace something which is blank, okay, so you can use that, right? Suppose I want to replace it with space, right? So I have a blank value, right? So I will replace all. So if you can see, everything is been replaced, right? So my data has been replaced with this new value. Whenever there is a missing value, that has been replaced, right? Can you see here? We have done 14466 replacement. I will click on OK and close. 1 second. Let me show. Okay. So how many data points are there? 10,000 data points, right? 1 second. 1 second. Okay. So what I am trying to achieve? I am trying to achieve, since I have a lots of missing values, right? So I can't just remove them. Okay. So to prevent the data loss, I am just what I am trying to do. I am just trying to replace it with the mean value. Mean value means average value of the data sets, right? So what I am trying to do, I am just trying to do replace all, right? So whenever there is a blank or something like that, that will be removed or replaced by this value, correct? So I am just trying to replace with this particular value, correct? Understood or not?
Yes, sir, I can
Any
understand.
problem?
So
See, if you are, it is all this, these are the blank values, right? So we just have to control. I have just find out this mean value and replace. It is up to you. If you want to show two decimal places, you can just round it off and replace all. But why it is replacing only one? Uh, okay. 14,000 replacement. It is not like that. It is. I'll use first information. Control C. Special values. Okay. So it is coming into the text format. Okay. I don't want to do text format. C617. This is my mission value. So it is so much tough to work with the Excel, right? So that is the reason people use some more advanced version of, so your calculation will be faster and more suitable, correct? Now see it is taken how many time? Last time. So what was my mean? 11,956, right? So I will replace everything which is missing with my mean. Okay, so I don't have a data loss. I don't have a data loss, correct? So this is known as a missing values, correct? Now it is 11. Okay, 11,956. Okay, 3618 replacement, perfect. Okay, so this is known as a replacing your missing values with your mean value, because you don't want to, because deleting a 36% doesn't make it very practical thing, right? So that's the reason you are applying with missing value analysis using the mean. Why I am using mean? Because mean is always used when you have a numerical data sets, right? If you have uh, a nominal data sets, then you can use more function. What is the most number of the frequently appear data in particular your data sets? Then you can replace it with by, okay, using that particular number. Okay, so this is all about the missing value analysis using Excel. Okay, now I will show you the same thing using what? Python. Let me remove everything. So for your understanding purpose, I will use this. Okay, so you will be able to understand the things easily. Okay, now give me 1 minute. Will show you. So first of all, let me run whole thing again. I will close this data. Okay, now let me check. It is the missing value here. Why it is showing only one missing value? 1 second. Let me check. It is showing. It should be all this should be the missing values, right? I have not written anything else. Bank circle. 1 second. I will just copy it again. Let it save. Give me 1 minute. I think it is still updating. This file is still updating, right? So that's the reason I think it is not appearing there. Give me 1 minute. Let the file get updated. Now it is done. Now I'll just copy paste this link and let me check whether it is reflecting there or not, right? Okay, now this and mm, right? I just run it again. Just showing only one missing value. See yours. What it is, there is almost 3,400 missing values. I don't know why it is showing like this. Okay. So tomorrow I will take some new data. I think there is some problem in this data. Okay. And I will show you again how to do missing values using. So you understood the what's a missing value analysis, right? In
Yes, sir.
Excel entries. Okay. So I will try to do in the with some new data because I think there is some problem in this file because there is so much blank page, right? So there should appear, but it is showing me only one missing value. If you can see here, it is showing me only one missing value, which is incorrect, right? So in tomorrow's class, I will try to figure it. I will take some new data set and try to figure it out because it is not correct. If it is blank, it should be blank. It should be either look like this or it should like okay. So it should count as a blank. Okay. So whenever they see in this column is a totally blank, right? It is coming like n. Okay. So same way
Yes.
it is should appear here. So I don't know why it is coming. It is showing only 9,999 record and one record is missing. So it is not correct actually. So I will try to take a new file tomorrow and then we'll continue and we'll do some more data manipulation thing tomorrow and check with the Python. Okay. So please practice it on whatever we have covered today. And if you have any kind of a doubt, you can ask me tomorrow. Tomorrow same time 7:30. Okay.
Sure, sir.
7:30 to 8:30. Okay. And use the same link. You got the link, right? Whatever link is given to you. So use the same link, Teams link. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And any doubts so far?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So, and from where you are taking the data? Which site?
Sir,
Any site you have? No?
simply from ChatGPT we take
Yeah, correct.
sample data.
Take it. Yeah, kaggle.com. You can take it from there also. It is very good source for the data preparation. I was always suggest the people the same. Kaggle is a best source of for data. Okay, and you also take the data from the GitHub and GitLab, but sometimes what happens, the data is manipulated there. Okay, so raw data is always available with the Kaggle. Okay, and so you can start working. And so if any kind of a doubt, you can come tomorrow. See you tomorrow then. And tomorrow, please come at 7:30. Okay, thank you very much, and see you tomorrow then. Right?
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much.